Yo, what is up, guys? I'm MoltenMap. Keep in mind, before I get started with this video, I do not do a lot of tutorial videos, but I will be teaching you guys how to make a creeper farm. You guys can kind of go about it however you want. It does have to have this design structure, and I will be teaching you guys how to build this in a super flat world. I want to show you guys what I've gotten done on it. Got a little designs going around it, got a little staircase going under it. I got the timer on top of it. It's still a work in progress on my end, and it's a great way to get yourself generating some fireworks. The reason I don't have a lot is I'm too kind. I keep giving them all to my girlfriend. She lives right down there. It will take you a little time to build, especially if you're doing it in survival like I am. I'm trying to find all the amethysts for all the, I forgot what kind of glass this is. Tinted glass, I believe. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and hop into this tutorial. I'm going to explain everything the best I can, and I hope that it helps. I hope that you guys enjoy what you guys see. Anyways, before I get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It will help me out a lot, guys, and hopefully I can do some more tutorials for you guys, or maybe even some gameplays, live streams, and all that fun stuff. Anyways, let's go ahead and hop into this tutorial so I'm not wasting too much time. Alright, so moving on with this tutorial, you're going to need a block full of stuff. Just saying. So we're going to go ahead and start off with our magma blocks. You're going to need 64 plus 28 magma blocks, 24 oak, it doesn't really have to be oak, but 24 gates, 4 stacks plus 40 of any solid block. I use oak planks. You're going to need a total of 10 stacks of any solid block. I use tinted glass because, you know, I like to watch the mobs spawn and disappear. Poof! But, I wouldn't recommend at all, actually, to use regular glass because then they won't spawn because of the light going through. Tinted glass will prevent the light from going through. You're going to need a total of 7 stacks of oak trapdoors, any trapdoors realistically, plus 8. I'm going to show you guys a way to preserve your trapdoors while you'll do this so you don't have to keep finding the wood because wood gets harder to find over time. 21 smooth stone blocks, any solid block realistically. You need 2 trapdoors, 2 redstone comparators, 64 cobblestone for your timer, 2 redstone blocks, 4 redstone dust, 1 chest, 1 powered rail, 1 minecart with a hopper, 5 rails, 3 hoppers, 6 dispensers, 5 observers, 6 water buckets, and it don't really matter, and some temporary blocks. And after that, you just find a place you're comfortable with building this. So let's go ahead and start building it. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is find a perfect spot for you to build. It doesn't matter where. The reason I went up a couple blocks is because this is a super flat world, and you know this only goes down 3 blocks. And we're going to need a little bit more than 3 blocks below this thing anyways. So you're going to go ahead and find a place to put this. This is going to be your centerpiece right here. So we're going to start off with your magma blocks. You're going to make your centerpiece, and you're going to go around it. Just wrap around it kind of like so. It's simple. Easy. Just like that. Now you got a total of 9 blocks gone. Anyway, so you're going to go ahead and build this back 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you're going to go ahead and fill in all 4 corners. And go all the way around. And I'll show you guys what I mean in 3, 2, 1. And boom! Just like that. You're going to have something like this wrapped around all 4 corners. So you want to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, like I said, I'm going to do my best to explain this video the best that I can. I don't do tutorial videos a lot, so this is kind of new to me. But I figured I really miss doing YouTube, so I figured I'd post some sort of content. And this is where we're going to go ahead and move on to our tinted glass / solid block. And I do apologize. You're going to need 3 more stacks of tinted glass / solid blocks plus 60. I didn't count the other side of the walls because, like I said, it was a lot of math. And this is the correct amount that you're going to need for your walls. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to go ahead and take your tinted glass / solid block, and you're going to wrap it around kind of like so. And you're going to get something like this. So you want to go ahead and go on all the corners, wrap completely around it. And what I'm going to try to do probably won't work is I'm going to try to time-lapse this. Here we go. And you should have something like this to start off with. And what you're going to want to do next is take a water bucket. Alright, you do not want to use these until the product is finished. I'm sorry. What you're going to do now is simply just place each water bucket like that, and they'll line up perfectly with the centerpiece. So you want to do 1, 2, 3. Then you get 1, 2, 3. There you go. 1, 2, 3. That way when the creepers fall, it'll float them right here to your centerpiece, burn them, and then it'll transfer the gunpowder to the minecart below. That will transfer to the chest under the minecart. So moving on to the next step is quite simple. What you're going to want to do now is go up 1, 2, just like that. And you're going to go ahead and wrap all the way around it once again. So you're going to go ahead and have it 3 blocks high, just like so. And we're going to time lapse one more time. So let's go ahead and get started with this time lapse. And I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Let's go. Alright, and now for your next step. What you're going to want to do is grab some of your wooden blocks and go on. And you're going to go ahead and fill this top layer in, but you're going to leave a gap between 2 on each corner, so something like this. So you're going to go ahead and fill these in, just kind of like so. And once you do that, you're going to go ahead and overlap the centerpiece. And as I said, basically just fill in all the corners, leaving a gap of 2 on each side. And let's speed things up a little bit. I'm really liking this time lapse. It's helping me out a lot. It really is. Let's go. Alright, so moving on. Let's go ahead and put the wood blocks away. Let's put our water buckets away as well. You guys can also hear my wonderful cats in the background. And maybe a little bit of Skyrim as well. I've been playing that. So you're just going to want to fill it in just like so. The next thing you're going to need to grab, this is where your temporary blocks come in. Let's do this in order so I can explain this a little bit better. So you're going to need your gates and your temporary blocks. And what you're going to want to do is put a temporary block, place a gate, and then open it. You can break that temporary block, and you're going to do that on each corner. Now, I'd say just have them open like that. And do that once more. Temporary block, gate, open, break. Once more, temporary block, gate, open, wrong way, open, break. Temporary block, gate, open, break. So, moving on to the next step, this is where things kind of get a little bit more complicated, but it's worth it in the end. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab our smooth stone blocks. And we're going to go ahead and hop up here and put it right here in the center. And we're going to do what we did earlier with the tinted glass. We're going to go up 3 high, 1, 2, 3. And once again, we're going to wrap it around the whole facility. And you guys already know what's about to happen. A wonderful thing called a time lapse. Let's go. Now, since we got that, we're going to go ahead and grab our wood again. And this is basically where you just start to repeat the process, but this is also where your trapdoors, trapdoors, dispensers, and observers will come into play. And then once I show you guys how to do this one, we're going to kind of skip through it a little bit. I'll still explain what to do, but you guys will see what I mean. I'll try to make as much sense as I can with this. I'm doing my best, and hopefully you guys are enjoying. So we're gonna go ahead and grab our wood. We can put the tinted glass away for now. We're gonna go ahead and grab some trapdoors. We're gonna grab our dispenser, our observer. I'm sorry, and our gates. My mind is way off. I apologize. Anyways, moving on. So what you're going to want to do is fill this in once again, just kind of like so. Place that block there. Beautiful. Yes, I know it skipped the whole scene. Ain't that amazing? Same process. So remember, you want to skip to leaving it too wide, and you want to go ahead and add your trapdoor to all four sides. But first, what we need to do, I grabbed some torches, and I grabbed our temporary blocks. You're going to need to go up 1, 2, and then 3. You need to go 3 high. You'll see why in just a minute. So what you're going to want to do is your usual temporary block, trapdoor, open, break. You're going to go ahead and go on to the second floor and place a torch on each corner because we don't want mobs to spawn while we are working on this. It'll just make it a lot harder, especially if you are doing it in survival. And this is where your trapdoors come into place. What you're going to want to do now is go ahead and place a trapdoor on each one of these corners. And the reason being of the trapdoor is because a creeper is a little bit smaller than a zombie. And this will prevent zombies, skeletons from spawning. But what we can't really avoid is the spawning of spiders. So you're going to get some string in your gunpowder farm, which is okay. Now you're going to want to go ahead and fill in each corner. Watch your step. Don't fall in. Because that would suck. Just like so. And this is why you're going to need all these trapdoors for this specific reason right here. But like I said, you're going to need 4 in the center. And the reason we put the gates, guys, I should have mentioned this at the start. I'm sorry. The reason we put the gates is because the creepers will see this as a full block. And as soon as they hit the gate, they will fall down. If you don't put the gates there, when the water comes out, they're going to try to fight it. And it will prevent some of the creepers from falling down. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and time-lapse this to show you what we need to do on the rest of this. And like I said, it's all just a process of repeating. If that makes sense. Just repeat the process, but I will still explain what to do. So here we go. Alright, so once you guys get the trap doors into place, kind of like what you guys just saw me do, this is where this part comes in for your dispenser and your observer. So what you're going to want to do, this is where the temporary blocks come into play as well, is open up a spot, leave this block here. You will not be removing these at all. So you want to go ahead and place your observer facing up. That way you got the red point down. And you're going to place your dispenser. Not a dropper, a dispenser. There is a huge difference. This is where your water bucket's going to get placed. And that's how the timer is going to come into place. Do not put the water bucket in here until the project is complete. Because if you guys do that, every time you build a new layer, it's gonna keep releasing water. It's gonna ruin the whole project. It's gonna make it a lot harder. So that's where you come to the top of here. You can now get rid of these temporary blocks because everything's set up. And it's just a process of repeating now. Now mine is only 6 floors high. You can make them as high as you want. The higher, the better, because the higher, the more creepers. Which is a good thing. Mine's only 6 blocks. I learned to make it 5 blocks high, but I wanted to make it 1 block higher. But like I said, the higher you make this, the more creepers you're going to get. So let's go ahead and do a time lapse. And if you guys have any questions, you can comment them below on what I can do better to make better tutorials, because I want to make more of these. They're kind of fun to make. I enjoy coming online. I enjoy being able to upload. It helps me find my community. But we're going to go ahead and time-lapse this, and it's just, like I said, a process of repeating. So we're going to do the same exact thing that we did for this right here. So let's go. So, it's a pretty simple process. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of the floors. And I'll show you guys what we do from there. It's the same process until we get to the last floor. So once I get to the last floor, I'll show you guys what to do there. So I'll be with you guys in about 10 minutes, my time, and a split second, your time watching this video. Here we go. Alright, and so once you have all that done, took me about a little bit more than 10 minutes actually, but once you have all that done, what you're going to want to do next, this is where the roof and the timer comes into play, and then I will show you how to activate your rail system below. So what we're going to do is our last process, which is the same as everything else, going up 3 high. So we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, whoopsies, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you just wrap all the way around and we'll work on the roof. Okay, so I was doing a time lapse, but then it just ended on me. So we're good now. Anyways, so once you guys got it 3 high, this is where your roof comes into play, but this time we're not going to leave a 2 gap. We're going to fill it in completely. So let's go ahead and time lapse this, but this time with no screw ups. Let's go. Okay, now that that's complete, you're going to go ahead and put torches on top of here as well, because you're going to not want mobs to spawn up here. So you're going to want to light up here as well. Also, you might want to build a little AFK platform. That way you can wait for the creepers to spawn. You do got to be a distance away from it. I'm not too sure what it is. Might have to leave that one up to you guys to figure out. Like I said, I don't do tutorials very often, so I'm doing my best to explain this. So we got the roof complete, and the reason we only put 1 is because we don't need observers no more. So what we're going to do, as you guys can see, you're also going to want to go ahead and put trapdoors in here. I didn't do that just yet. That was my bad. So what you want to do is you're going to go ahead and place the dispenser, just a dispenser, and that would be your last dispenser. And as you guys can see, it's the same process on every single floor. Alrighty guys, so for the timer, you guys are going to need to do this in a specific way. So if you basically follow my lead on this, everything will work well. So what you're going to want to do is go find a corner on the top. It doesn't really matter which corner. I also took the liberty to knock out every single torch and also fill in each dispenser with water buckets, as I said to do once we're finished. And this is basically right here. This clip's going to show you why. What you're going to want to do is go ahead and go 2 back. 1, 2, just like so, and go 3 over. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then go 2 over. 1, 2, 1, 2. That way you have 2 rows of 6, just like so. You're going to go ahead and place down your smooth stone block right there. And take your hopper, place it right there. And you're going to take another hopper, place it right there. That way the hoppers are connected to each other. And I do apologize, you're going to need sticky pistons and not regular pistons. You're going to go ahead and place a sticky piston right here. And a sticky piston right here, just like so. Then you're going to take a redstone block, place it behind a sticky, redstone dust, place it behind a sticky piston. Redstone dust behind a sticky piston. Then you want to take your redstone comparators, put your redstone comparator there, redstone comparator there. You're going to take 2 extra blocks, 1, 2, and now you're going to take your redstone dust, redstone block, place a redstone block right there. You're going to go ahead and place your redstone dust right here. Do not attach it to the dispenser just yet, and I'll show you why. Because what's going to happen now is we're going to go ahead and do a little test run. Go ahead and use 16, and what we're going to see happen, once we put the cobblestone into here, it's going to trigger the sticky piston to push the redstone block to this redstone dust, which will push it back and forth. Here, let me show you guys. I can't explain this. So you're going to go ahead and do our little test run by placing these into here, and it'll automatically push it. And once these go all the way over here, they'll transfer back. It'll bring the piston back just like so. And then you place your redstone dust down like that. And that'll cause the water to all flow down in each side, pushing the creepers out, down to the magma platform, onto the magma platform in the center, perishing them. And once it goes back, it'll go ahead and release all the water. And now you got your timer going. Now since you know your timer works, you want to go ahead Okay, so moving on to the last bit of our little farm here, we got a lot of glow squid spawning. What we're gonna want to do next is take some temporary blocks, find a centerpiece, which is right there. What we're gonna do is go ahead and build it down. Now, normally, like I said, this would be underground and a lot easier, but this only goes 3 blocks down, as you guys already know. So what we're gonna do now, we need our temporary blocks, 1 hopper, a redstone block, powered rail, 5 rails, minecart with hopper, 1 chest, smooth stone, any kind of block actually, a trapdoor, which you'll see why we need that trapdoor here in just a second, and a torch to light up your area. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Go 1, 2, 3. We don't even need that there anymore. That was just to find a centerpiece. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Alright. We don't even need this either. We're going to go ahead and place a redstone block here. And then we're going to place our chest here. And we're going to put the hopper on top of that chest, just like so. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and wrap the rails around it. Put one of the rails on top of the hopper, if I can get up there. Just like so. Put the powered rail on top of the redstone block. And now what we're going to do is place down our minecart with the hopper. Now this thing you can't really get going just like that. What you're going to need to do is go ahead and place it there. Your temporary blocks come back into place. Just like so. We're going to go ahead and just dig out a little area right here. You're going to need a trapdoor. Place it out like that. Go down like that. Push the minecart. Get it going. Move out of its way. And now you got a complete creeper farm that probably has a lot of glowstone because all the glow squid that keeps spawning. And I just found out they spawn in the plains apparently, but it still has to be a dark enough area. Hopefully, guys, this video was helpful. I really do. This was my first major tutorial. I did my best on it. I hope it was helpful, and I hope it was useful, and I hope it helps you guys out. And let me get rid of this storm because I cannot talk over it. But if you guys are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a video. It really helps me out a lot. I hope this video helped you guys out a lot. Seeing all these glow squid, I feel bad for them, but hey, now I know how to get a lot of, I just learned something myself. Now I know how to get a lot of, ink sacs as well. One of these. But like I said, with the trapdoors, it'll help creepers spawn and prevent zombies and skeletons from spawning, which will help you out a lot. And I guess if you do this in the right area, you get a lot of glow squid as well. Anyways, I will see you guys later. I really do hope this video was helpful. Peace out.